Hello, fellow ship thieves. Hello. Today I'm going to be doing an analysis video basically on why the Corsair is going to be super overpowered and why it will break the game. But first, I want to make a little announcement. I have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers. And if I reach that goal by the time Intergalactic Aerospace Expo comes out, I will give somebody a Corsair. I will melt my caterpillar and get the Corsair and give it to somebody as a stretch reward for everyone. Well, not really for everyone, for one person. So if you really want the Corsair by the time it comes out and you don't have it, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. But with that little announcement out of the way, let's get on to how the Corsair is going to break the game. Now, during CitizenCon, they mentioned that the competitors for this ship were the Constellation and the 600i. And if you're talking exploration, yeah, they're definitely competitors. But I guess the more direct competitor would be the Aquila. It's within its size class. It's in its classification of exploration. It's even kind of close to its firepower, but not really. Let's not joke about that. Then the 600i Explorer, only in name. It's an Explorer. This is an Explorer. That's where the comparisons end. Very interesting that they would go for that. This only has, if we're only getting the Corsair for solely the fact of it is a powerhouse of a ship. And let's go over its specs real quick on how it's a powerhouse. So it has 4 size 5s in the front of the ship. Let's get a good view of the front of it. We can do that. Yeah, there we go. So the Corsair has 4 size 5s in front of it. And it has 2 size 4s on its wings. It already has, controlled by the pilot, the same amount of firepower as the Aquila. The same amount of firepower as the Aquila. That is insane. It baffles me how they were like, yeah, that seems okay. And then it has even more guns. It has turrets for days. So, but now let's go to the 600i. I'm not sure how many shields this thing has, but it's not going to matter with how many guns this has. If we're going at a which one can defend you better, this one is going to do it. I know when the shields go down on the 600i, it becomes a paper tiger. It looks scary, but a couple of missiles will take it out once its shields are down. So, if these aren't true competitors to the bona fide pirate ship that is the Corsair, then what is a good comparison for the Corsair? What really goes head to head to it? Well, we go over here. I could definitely see the Redeemer being a true competitor to the Corsair, because it really is just a long-range gunship. That would probably be a better and more apt naming scheme for the Corsair, is the Corsair. Drake Corsair. Long-range gunship. So, the turrets are the big thing on the Redeemer. The 2 size 5s on each turret. And then it has the 2 size 2s in the back and the 2 size 2s in the fronts. Pretty nice. So, if the ships were like this, right? The Corsairs, I think the Corsair's winning. The forward firing strength on this ship is already ridiculous. If you had one player and one player, the Corsair for sure. The Corsair is definitely going to be a big daily. Now, when you get to fully crewed players, fully crewed everything on the screen, I don't know. I think this ship looks like a fish, and so I don't really. When someone's like, "Let's take the Redeemer out," I'm like, I don't know. It looks like a fish. So, what is your comparison? What do you compare the Corsair to? What is the Corsair's competitor in your mind? That is a question I ask. Leave that down below in the comments. What I think the Corsair is going to be able to do on its own with one player is take on an AI Hammerhead and an AI Idris. Look at this thing. This thing is massive. But I still think the Corsair is more apt enough to take out both of these ships on its own with one player. That is why I think this ship is game breaking. It's ridiculous, the amount of firepower. Let's not talk about that they advertised having 2 size 2 shields and now having only 1 size 3. If players are already taking out hammerheads alone with constellations, imagine the ability with Corsair, a fully manned Corsair. People already take out hammerheads with constellations. Now here comes the Corsair. The PvP arena is going to change drastically because of this ship, and it's coming before the need for speed changes. I don't know when those are coming, but I'm kind of concerned, but not really, because I own the ship. But I want to know what your thoughts are on the Corsair. Do you think it's game breaking? Do you think it's perfect? Do you think it needs to be nerfed? Let me know, and don't forget to subscribe, because when I hit 1,000 subscribers around that Intergalactic Aerospace Expo mark, I will be picking one of you to receive a Corsair. I'm very excited for the ship. I pledged for it a long time ago. I just loved the way it looked. I didn't even know it was that powerful. But just let me know. Like, subscribe, please comment. Let's start a conversation around the Corsair. I hope they don't nerf it. I'm just bringing to attention that the ship is going to be overpowered. So, let me know. Have a wonderful day.